Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers and Facebookers all across the nation. Uneducated Network presents Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. Today we have big news on Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, and they're spitting, their trash talking going on. It's been very entertaining for us fans. Also, we'll talk about the Summer League and Lonzo Ball's dominant performance the last couple games as well. So, with that, let's get on with the Summer League. Now, we all knew that Lonzo Ball's first game he had was a straight-up dud. I think he went 2 for 15 from the field, 5 points total, maybe like five turnovers. It was bad, and the whole internet crashed down and said, this guy's a bust. Or a lot of guys say he's a joke. Well, then he comes out in the second game, he gets you a triple-double. Not a big one, 11, 11, 11. And then the next game, he gets you 36 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists. And everyone's like, wow, what's going on? And then he comes out with another triple-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists. So his first 4 games, only one bad performance, but other 3 have been very spectacular. And keep in mind that in Summer League, they don't play 48 minutes of basketball. No. It's not 48 minutes. So he's getting those triple-doubles, and I understand that in this competition, you can't really put a fair grade on him. But if I had to do a grade right now, you got to give him a good B+, A-, something like that, because with that first game performance, he could have easily, some guys weather through that and some guys don't. Well, he's one of the guys who actually weathered through the storm, and he came out great. Games 2, 3, and 4. Now, game 4, the numbers weren't all that. Game 3, the numbers were all that good, but he got it done. In game 4, he went 6 for 20. I think in the game he scored 36, he went 12 for 20. So his shot is very unorthodox. We all know that. It's a very, weird looking shot, but when he's wide open, it looks pretty. It goes in. It's the ones when he's contested are the ones that are kind of like, stop shooting that 3. But with that being said, he's not in the NBA to be hitting 3s all the time. He's there to be a facilitator. He's the Magic Johnson 2.0 or 3.0, whatever, Showtime. He wants to bring that back to LA. And LA fans and LA general management, they want to see that happen. That being said, right now you can't pretty judge him too high. And as we saw in that first game, you can't judge him too low. It is still Summer League. So yes, he went from the worst case scenario to the second, third, and fourth game being probably the greatest of all time, the greatest Lakers. So people need to calm down. This Lonzo Ball is a talent, and I do believe that he will be a great player in this league, and he will, go ahead and lead the Lakers to a lot of playoff runs later on in life. But slow down, pump the brakes when you say that he's going to lead this team to the playoffs this year. First of all, have you seen the West lately? West is nothing to play with. When the Minnesota Timberwolves look like they're going to be your second, third best team, something's crazy. Like, what just happened? The Timberwolves were at one point, they were the bottom feeders of the West. Now, in just 2 months span, they're one of the best teams in the league now. So with that being said, do not think about Lonzo Ball bringing this Lakers team to the playoffs year 1. His daddy might say it. Sports columnists might say it. Some analysts might think it, but they won't say it. Look, they're not going to the playoffs, but Lonzo's going to be a great talent for many, many years to come. He will make the LA's franchise team, the Lakers, something to compete with in the next couple of years, but not right now. But his Summer League performance has been remarkable. We haven't seen anything like this since, Kevin Durant, maybe LeBron James, that 03 class, and then you get Kevin Durant's class that come in with him. We haven't seen that much hype from the Summer League. I mean, they're getting ratings. They're getting, they're getting shine on television. People like me are actually tuning in to see Lonzo Ball play and see how he does. So, yes, he sat out that game against De'Aaron Fox, and I do think it was a cheap move to sit him out with a little groin injury. But with that being said, he's come in and he's dominated pretty much. But it's weird because yes, his 5-point performance didn't seem that bad. It was bad from the stats wise, and his 36-point performance didn't seem that good to me when you watch the overall game. It didn't really seem that great. You do realize he is playing against a very, very talented guys, but guys that aren't good enough to make it to the NBA. They're actually either trying to find spots as the 13th or the 15th guy on the bench, or they're trying to find spots to get noticed by other leagues. That's what's going on. Most of these guys he's playing with won't be in the NBA, and you'll get better defense and better quality of play from his defenders. That being said, you can't blame him for who he plays against. He's playing against these guys, and he's showing out against these guys. And just let you know why he is the number 2 overall pick, why he is the guy, the franchise player, the face of the Lakers now. So I like what he's doing. I'm not going to be too high on him. I won't be too low. I won't judge anything until we see the actual NBA regular season where there's real competition going on. Not saying these guys aren't competition, but these guys aren't going to make it to the NBA. Most of these guys aren't. Most of them aren't, and they know that. But they're there for other opportunities. Lonzo's taking advantage of his opportunities right now and actually looking good with the Lakers. But pump your brakes, slow it down when you think that Lonzo's going to take this Lakers team when their best player is probably Brandon Ingram. And that's not a good thing. If you're going to take that team to playoffs, that's not about to happen anytime soon. You might wait till year 3, year 4 for that. So, now, everyone knows that we're on a UFC boxing news now. We had the ultimate matchup, the best, not the pound-for-pound fighter in UFC, but basically in a lot of people's eyes, the most dominant UFC fighter we have right now in Conor McGregor versus pound-for-pound, the number 1 boxer in the land of all nations, Floyd Mayweather Jr. You call him Floyd Money. We all know they will face off August 26th. It's going to be crazy. Before I get into talking about this, we will have a special on my show, Uneducated Sports Talk. We'll have a special on Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather in the next couple weeks, probably so. So be tuned for that. About a 30-minute, just a bunch of guys talking about the actual fight. And stay tuned to hear a lot of my insight and a lot of my other guys' insight as well, because it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be off the chain. So stay tuned for that. I will keep you guys posted when that will actually come out. I'll give you guys an actual date when to be ready for the Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather talk from Uneducated Sports Talk. That being said, these guys have been around the world. They made 4 stops in 4 days, basically to entertain us, to give a press conference, a free publicity press conference, and it has been entertaining by the utmost scale. When it comes down to Conor McGregor, he is the best, and I mean right now, in today's day, he is the best trash talker in the game. And it's so entertaining because his Irish accent and his bravo mentality and he doesn't really give a bleep mentality, and you like that. We all know he's the biggest underdog. He knows he's the biggest underdog. Let's just be real. He knows that. And he knows he's about to be, he said himself, he's about to quadruple his pay over this fight. His net worth will quadruple. So he understands there is no loser in this fight. Even if he does lose, he doesn't care because he's making a lot of money. Now, that being said, he's still there to entertain. I always said it was a big upgrade for UFC. It's a big downgrade for boxing, but it's a big upgrade for UFC and for just the average fan of fighting. We're all going to tune into it, even though we all know the results. We all know what's going to happen. To me, it was like Mayweather versus Pacquiao. I knew that Mayweather was going to take him to school, but you still want to see it. I mean, you never know. Anything can happen, which is fine. Anything can happen. I mean, McGregor can come out and knock him out in the 4th round like he's been saying. And okay, well then I will jump out my seat and go crazy if that happens. But I expect for Floyd to, beat Floyd Mayweather, make it look dull and easy, that kind of stuff. But with that being said, I'm excited about this fight. They make it exciting. They get in each other's faces. Now, Floyd knows better not to touch McGregor because you don't want to get into a real-on altercation, a brawl. Floyd knows that. Floyd may not be able to read, but the man is still smart. He's business savvy. He understands. I'm not about to go, push this man and have him mollywop me in front of everybody. Because you understand this guy is a UFC fighter. So he knows how to use the knees. Know how to use the elbows. You don't want to mess with that during press conferences. No, sir. No, sir. This isn't Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor, both guys UFC. No, this is Floyd Mayweather, who's strictly boxing, and he's been boxing his whole entire life against a guy who fights with his whole entire arsenal of his body. And Conor McGregor, who, by the way, is probably the best at doing that right now. So Floyd knows better than to get in his face or provoke him to fighting, that kind of thing. And of course, Conor is not going to do anything crazy as well. He doesn't want to blow his chance of making all this money. So both guys, that they'll get in each other's faces, the point and stuff, but they'll never do the extreme of like something real physical, or like a shove or anything like that. we did see Conor kind of rub Floyd Mayweather's head, but Floyd knows that this is $100 million cash payday like that. He's gonna keep his composure, and of course Conor knows that this will upgrade his network quadruple style. So he's not doing anything crazy, but these guys is a comedic genius. It fires you up. It makes you want to see it, and I'm glad they did this press conference. I'm glad both guys were on board. Now, yes, who won the trash talking battle? It was obviously Conor McGregor. But who won the I still got more money than you talk is Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has way more money than Conor McGregor. So every time Conor says something crazy, Floyd can just come out and like, I'm rich though. I'm rich. So, but Conor is he's a character, man. But he backs up everything he says. And of course, Floyd is the best boxer, pound for pound in the world. 49-0 speaks for itself. So that right there, that 4-day tour just made you hype for what's about to happen. Even though most fans know the results, we're still going to watch because we are intrigued. And that's just what us being human, it's natural to feel that kind of way. So I'm excited about that. Let me know your likes, comments, and subscribe as well. Check who's going to win this match and why. Or who do you want to win this match? I want to hear that from you guys as well. And on a quick note, we'll talk about Gordon Hayward for a second. He came out and did say that Boston, the Celtics, they had something special. Basically what he was saying. Now, he had three good choices. He had Miami, he had Utah, and he had Boston. He ultimately chose Boston. And those three picks, I wouldn't blame him for going to any three of those picks because he had a big part in all three teams. He wound up choosing Boston, but he did say it was something magical with Boston. Maybe it's the banners, maybe it's the weak Eastern Conference. All those could have played a factor. Oh, and by the way, his college coach, Brad Stevens, is the coach for the Boston Celtics. So that being said, Gordon Hayward is, he's going to be a focal point for this Boston Celtics team, and they will be contending against the Cleveland Cavaliers to see who will go to the NBA Finals. My pick is still the Cavaliers, but Gordon Hayward, he's in a good situation. All three picks, like I said, would have been a good situation for him. But ultimately, he goes to Boston. Now, they will be a threat to the Cleveland Cavaliers once again. Hopefully, they can make it more competitive this time if they do wind up facing in the Eastern Conference Final. But let's not forget about a few more teams like Milwaukee as well. Up-and-coming teams like the Philadelphia 76ers. Slow down, Carlos. The Sixers, slow down. We'll see about that. We'll come to blows to that in just a minute. So this is a very quick show. I want to get something out. Like I said, this is a very dull season. And I do want to point out, I did say my 32 for 32, and it's still going down. I did say 32 for 32 days before the preseason. I do apologize. I meant to say 32 days before the regular season. So that will be starting somewhere in late July. I'll do my 32 for 32 NFL teams in 32 days. We will start off with the Cleveland Browns. We will end with the New England Patriots. You know how that goes. So that being said, I'm excited about this. Check me out on Facebook. My name is Carlos Clayton. I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana, if that helps, Check me out on Twitter, @CarlosClayton_. I repeat, @CarlosClayton_. Be on the lookout for Twitter. I will be having my 2-3 minute segments on certain current sports news, sports talk. I will be on Twitter a lot. So check me out on that pretty soon. But when you do, my name is Carlos Clayton, and my Twitter account is @CarlosClayton_. Remember that. So we might change it. I might make it to Uneducated Sports Talk instead of my name. We'll see about that. Or just get my own account, right? You never know. So, Lonzo Ball, tell me how you feel about him as well. Do you think he's going to bring the Lakers to the playoffs, or do they have a couple years of just waiting? Just the wait game, brother. I believe they should wait. And, of course, Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, very entertaining. Their 4-day trip, their 4-day tour was amazing. So, I'm excited to see about that. So, that being said, like, subscribe, comment, check me out. This is Uneducated Sports Talk, presented by Uneducated Network. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. And as always, sports fans, you know the drill. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace.